Good afternoon, guys. I would like to present a unified networking club created by Andrea Danese, who's my best friend, and we worked together. It's a long time before. It is, everybody knows who's involved in some emulations and projects, and now Andrea. That's IOU machine was presented for routing and switching, troubleshoot, and racks, and uh, still is in use. Yeah, it's guys using it a lot. It's around the whole the world. But this project, Unified Networking Lab, uh, was born when Andrea started to think what we're gonna do and how we can improve our IOO machine to get working as a for security track, service provider track, even as a wireless, even the wireless Wi-Fi track. So that's how idea born, and I would like to present you like in a video material. I installed this machine. It's fully loaded with images that are converted from officially vendors images, and like you can get from Cisco, Juniper, like an OVA. It's but we converted them for running under QEMU emulation inside of one nice VM machine. Let's jump in. So UNL itself has on today three options how we can run it. The first option is if you run natively under Linux box, let's say you install it some PC or better a server because UNL is aware about memory usage as well as CPU, but it's not so heavy and not so heavy beating the CPU like in a Windows machine and Windows platforms what we know as GNS. Yeah, and that's why we have a limit. So the first option is natively run under Linux. Second option, it will be presented from my PC, and I'm running it on my desktop PC, which is i7. i7, I'll show you. It is i7. i7 with a 32 gigs. It's a desktop PC, not a laptop. Unfortunately, laptops not have such good and in performance CPUs, yeah, but overall it is useful and you can run in a laptop. So it's maybe not the absolutely full scale labs like in a security track. So I'm a, and the last one option is ESXi. If you use the UNL VM machine on ESXi, this is the best option because on a server platforms you can run beside it's a lot of other necessary machines which you need, for example security. It can be VSA, ICE, ACS, yeah, some servers with Active Directory and can connect through the clouds to UNL. But let's now how it looks in the face of UNL Lab. The UNL Lab, yeah, it's showing us the system states of CPU usage. Yeah, it's even I'm running very heavy machines. I will show you which machines I'm running now. This usage is just because it's overfilled with my labs now. Yeah, it's in the version 41. It's the newest one. The odd number means that it is developer version, but official versions has number even, and the next release will be 42. But let's jump into lab and I will show you, and let's discuss what we can run and which devices are supported on today on UNL. So I'm going to edit mode, actions, and let's discuss about nodes. Perfect. Here are nodes, what you can see and what we can run on today. Pretty good, isn't it? So A10 Thunder, and personally I didn't test it, but guys who did it and saying that Thunder works. It's a load balancer and a security device. Aruba ClearPass security device, not tested by me personally, but it works. Alcatel as well. All images, by the way, all images are officially coming from official vendors, like all images, but just converted especially for QEMU use under QEMU and used for UNL. Arista VEOS. very good switch. I would like to say, at present moment, this is the best of all switch class. What I saw before, it is not comparable with layer 2 IOL. It is known as IOU layer 2 image. It's which is used for previous versions. Not comparable, unfortunately, with a layer 2 VIOS, which was presented, yeah, but let's talk about later. And Arista supports a lot of features what were not supported in a Cisco platform, like layer 3 Ether channel. It supports 25 ports, for example. It's pretty good because you can assign. I can show you the one lab. It's where it's used 24 ports, yeah, and you can recreate the topology like very close, like it is asked in the books, and it looks like in a real switch. Not only Team Security, it was from Cisco Press, and as you see, the ports are Ethernet 24. 24 is used, yeah, and this lab is created absolutely the prototype of real lab. Checkpoint. Many of guys asking if do you have a checkpoint? Do you have some other security devices? Can we run it? Yes, I can answer. We can run, and I will demonstrate it that it is running on this particular my VM machine, and it works. Yeah, but the licenses, yeah, it's because the VM virtual machines of vendors as well need the licenses. Some of machines are presented from vendors, which include the 15 days license. In the present moment, Checkpoint is included in a unified network lab with a 15 days license. Question raised: what happens after 15 days? Easy. Answer is just make one magic command wipe device, and your device will start again with a loaded license with a 15 days. Unfortunately, the configuration will be lost, or you can save somehow else. So not all vendors offering licenses, and therefore we need to work. Yeah, it's asking our friends maybe who has connections with vendors like an F5. Unfortunately, F5 we have not licensed, but image is running. But to get the license, we have to ask him. Let's go step by step. We have Cisco ASA. The two options of Cisco ASA. The first is very well known, is 842. ASA, which is compiled from official image and used before. It's many guys nowadays, and used before in the GNS and running like a VM machine. And we compiled another one. It's a 915. 915. It is the newest and compiled from original image of ASA. Both works, both tested, perfect. I preloaded inside. I preloaded the ASDM, and later I will show you that ASDM as well. You can run and connect your native PC like a management machine and run everything. I will show you that presently I'm running the 4 of machines which are with the most interest from our forums and chats and so on. So nodes. Let's go next. The second ASA is ASAV, the newest product in the market. It is ASA. It is a 932-200 virtual ASA product from Cisco official. It is loaded with a license, full functional license, but unfortunately it's cut in the speed. Speed is limited, and speed is 100 kilobits only. But for lab use, I would like to say it's one of the best because I tested it a lot, and it's very good. It's even testing the real scenarios of my present work. It's and designing, and sometimes I'm testing real scenarios. And then I'm going to customer, and I can show and provide this very powerful tool. That's what I'm saying again. The next, Cisco CSR. very good one. The one of the best of Cisco virtual routers which support, and it is used, as I know that Amazon used Cisco CSR v1000 to virtual servers to get access there, and pretty good. Yeah, it's a lot of features and preloaded lot of features as well, but limited in speed. It's we can test like a VPLS solution on CSR and a lot of MPLS things. Cisco IPS version 7.0. I think 8 running. Everything is good, and we can use it for Cisco racks. And this is amazing. You just drag and drop, connect where you need. As you can see, in a background, here is an IPS. It's connected to Arista switches. Yeah, I'm using a Cisco instead of Cisco because the CLI commands are 99% absolutely like a Cisco switch, and a lot of features you can test just using these switches because they're good. Yeah, of course, Arista have not the EIGRP protocol, yes, or CDP. So, next one, DynaMIPS. We have integrated the platform of DynaMIPS, which is known from GNS and as well from Cisco virtual racks, which was presented, and this platform is specially created to running real Cisco iOS images. We use just a couple of them. It's pretty good and small, 1710. Yeah, and you can use it like a host or just a ping machine. If you need. The second, the Cisco iOS 3725. It is very well known that we use it like a router switch, and you can add in this switch 16-port card, and it is acting like a switch. Cool, pretty. Next one, Cisco iOS as well, DynaMIPS and 7206 VXR, and using the newest image from a Cisco site downloaded. Yeah, it's you have to unzip, of course, expand this image to use an UNL because it will be faster and will not make some delays or something like that. The next part is Cisco IOL, Cisco iOS on Linux. So let's go in. As you see here we are, all of images that we used before in our previous IO machine. Yeah, which was used the routing and switching, the troubleshoot labs. It's very well known, and any of these images can be used and interconnected with any device. Let's say with Arista switches, with a Palo Alto firewalls, ASA, everything you can do, everything, guys. Layer 2 images is like acting like a switch. If you're going inside, you can just tune how many Ethernet ports you need. The one Ethernet card is a 4 ports. That means if I'm adding 4, we have 16 ports. Serial for switch is not needed. Yeah, it's that checks. So we can change an icon. Yeah, and let's say it will be a switch, a layer 2, layer 3 switch. Here we are. Here we are. Switch is done. It's no need to switch here. IOL machine is one of the only single machine who can support the serial interfaces. Just to counter it, it's because some of the labs still have a serial interface connection, and as I remember, it is service provider track. Titanium is a Nexus image, which platform which we tested. We tested this Nexus, yeah, but how to say, but Nexus is Nexus. Yeah, it's a virtual Nexus is not good. Yeah, it's an unfortunately DC rack we can't run. Yeah, it's because Titanium Nexus doesn't support a lot of features what we need for DC rack. Cisco VIOS, it's coming from vViral as well, and we created so we added in UNL platforms, and we can run it as well using the QEMU. And I would like to say that layer 3 version of VIOS is pretty good, fast, nice. Layer 2 via iOS. Unfortunately, the older image what we can get, and it was presented before in a viral, yes, and we tested a lot, but it has a lot of bugs and was excluded from viral. But a couple of days ago, I know that Cisco announced that layer 2 image will be announced and presented very soon, probably in April. Next one, Cisco VLC, Virtual Wireless Controller. It works good, guys. Really, it not takes so many resources, but you can use it. And if you're connecting, for example, it to your web management, and you can connect it through the switch, and later to connect to somewhere to the management, you can get access and configure it. It's pretty good. It's running on a demo version, but there is a limit of access points. As I remember, it was 12. Yeah, it's maybe 200, I can't remember, but it's very, very good, and it's useful in security labs, and we can run like a node inside of the lab. No need external machine. Cisco Web Security Appliance, heavy, very, very heavy. We got success to running inside of UNL machine, but after we adding it to Topology and starting this machine, Web Security Appliance expanding this own image to 18 gigs large. This is very, very large. It's and as I tested, yeah, it's let's say it's make my UNL very slowly. And because it's a too huge appliance, yeah, it's on a servers. I think that it could be okay. Yeah, it's about on my PC. It's prefer to run it like an external machine. Like you can see in this lab, it's the cloud is added, and I'm external machines. It is ACS, ICE, VSA, virtual, VSA, PC, and server. Yeah, and I can show you that's I'm running. Yeah, and if I need them, yeah, here is an ICE, here is an ACS, and I can run these guys. Yeah, it's from as a virtual machines. So I'm using to run UNL. It is version 11, but I know that successfully you can run on a version 10 as well. Cisco XRV, very well known. Yeah, we ran it before on a like a VM machines connecting together with IOU machine. Yeah, it's creating a service provider labs, but now XRV is included in UNL, and you can drag and drop. It's a simple node. Citrix NetScaler. Many of guys were waiting when. Yes, we did it. But it is under the test, still under the test. But we can do this, and let's say later, yeah, it's how many resources it will need. Yeah, it's on a server, on the server option, of course, you can run it. F5, it's running, but as I told you, it's there is a problems with the licensing because we're running the version 11.6, and this demo license can be asked only from representative. Even I cannot. If I have an account to F5 and I'm partnership, I have to manually to write down its email and ask some representative to give me a license. The license will be for the 15 days only. Fortinet or FortiGate, fine. This machine has 15 days license and full functional. HP virtual router is not tested so much, but it's running. We just included because we got this image and trying to test. Yeah, it works. Juniper Olive, heavy image, but it works nicely. And this is M series. It's a provider router which is compiled on a Juniper Olive, and many of yours know. Yeah, it is. What is that? So Juniper guys reported that everything is fine, and they can build absolutely nice and scalable big labs. Yeah, so with using Juniper, with XRV, with a Cisco, some service provider. The next one, MX. VMX, the pretty new image. He just announced it months ago, and guys who tested are saying this is one of the best beasts what they saw on Juniper. Juniper VSRX, good, very good one, firewall, and can be used like a router and for tests, and guys reporting that's very, very good. So we can jump in, yeah, and you can see the version which is running. Yeah, we are running. It's a 25. Yeah, it's a 46D25. So what left? Yeah, Palo Alto as well. Need a license, and we can get it if you have partnership, or maybe you have a friend who has partnership with Palo, and you can ask him for the license. And I will show you. Yeah, it's because really these devices running inside of UNL. Viata switch, not tested by me personally, but it works. So the two last options, it's included by Andrea and some team guys who are aware about the virtual trainings, and these two last options is very good to use if you have running UNL on Linux as native. Yeah, it's your native machine has Linux and UNL running not a VM machine but natively on it, and then you have not so many options to run something else. And if you need some VMware products to run and test some, let's say maybe host can be installed in this ESXi as well. The Windows host next one is included for especially for Linux native Linux UNL users, because if you need a host you can drag and drop and use this Linux host. Not Linux, sorry, Windows host. I do not use it and do not recommend to use if you have a VM machine. It's running on a Windows platform like I do, and or you're running the UNL natively, not natively, but as VM machine on ESXi. It is better to use the connection through the cloud to connect any machine what you need. Yeah, it's to run inside of UNL. It makes it heavy. Yeah, and these two last guys take a pretty good resource as well. So let me show that now that I'm running the one lab, which is pretty simple. The management cloud. In this case, the management cloud is my home LAN, and I have running the real router 800 series and which is gateway. And as you can see that my UNL machine has address 15, the gateway is 1. Yeah, I gave the IP addresses for each of these nodes to show you. That's a management interface is used to connect all of these nodes to my interface, which is in my case you can see that VM0, and if you are going to virtual network editor, takes that. Okay, and you can see that so that it is bridged automatically, but it's bridged together with my desktop CT adapter. That's automatically it's taking, and that's mean that my VM machine working. It's absolutely connected with my real router, and all machines getting IP address I gave and assign it to management cloud. Let's check now. So this is checkpoint. Yeah, cool. So very well, the version are 7720, and if you're going to licenses, you can see that we have 15 days until expiry, until license will be end. But as I told you, if you're going to say wipe, and if you will start again this node, the 15 days will start again. Yeah, it's about, unfortunately, configuration will be lost inside. Next one, Palo Alto. Yes, good, but no license. And the license have to be asked. Yeah, unfortunately, it is not provided inside of VM machine. It is the same story. It's a big IP, which is version 11.6. And the licensing is very heavy because we have to ask this license to representative of F5. Yeah, and I tested it works. It's a got one license, but it is after 15 days it was expired. Yeah, and license is lost and I can't use the second time the same license, because license activates your absolutely exactly this machine activates through the internet, and this license no more in use because license is used. That's it. 15 days done. Sorry, ask new license again. Fortinet. Fortinet is good. It has a 15 days license. Yeah, it's and we can use, and as well as I told you, if you are going to wipe the configuration, yeah, it's and we can get this machine working another 15 days. So let me start some another lab, and I'm going to pause now. So I'm back. So I restarted one lab. It's just for presentation, and I can show you that I have created security for, not security, but service provider full rack. And we can see that interconnected the XR devices are interconnecting with IO devices, IOL devices, and we can jump in. The topology works like it was in a IO machine, just on a click on device. And let's close my console. Let's start again. It's I'm using CRT. That's and as you see, I'm into XR router, and we can check which version is running. It's the newest one, 5.3, which is good. And guys who tested are saying it's pretty well. So the couple of routers beside, it's router 8, show version. I'm running the version 5.4.1. Yeah, it's just SIO router. And as well, the one switch is running. Yeah, it's a show run. You can see this switch. It's on before. Show version. So it's running from the May. Yeah, it's an iOS. Okay. Pause, and I will show you a couple more labs. I started one lab to show that IPS as well is working, and it's connected to my home LAN. It's and it is configured already with an IP address, and if you are going to see shell config, it's running the version 7.0.7.8 and configured with an IP address from my LAN. But unfortunately, this IPS running with a need older Java version. That's why I created the BOT file, which forcing to use the older Java. So for ASDM launcher, the address is 150, and let's go in Cisco yes 3. So and let's check. So here we are. So and so it is and this guy working. Yeah, it's configured and everything is good. Yeah, it's just grab it and start to test in your security labs. Everything is good. Yeah, it's in a home. You can see the version is 4240 and the version is 708. Yeah, it's management interface is up, which is my IP address. So in this lab, I would like to present the newest feature what is added from UNL team to using the own topology. As you see, the topology is original one is created. Yeah, it's my switch one, which is Arista switch, is connected to internet. Internet is my real network from my home. And this ASA is used like an outside interface and connected to hosts. It is a real server, it's running like a VM machine, and real host, which is Windows 8 machine. And we integrated the own topology use. Let's see how it looks now. Look at this. So the own topology is created on a Visio, and it is clickable. And if you are going to click on any of devices, you can get access to even the host. The host and server, I have installed VNC servers, which allow me access from UNL web page. So we can run the host as well. It's on click. Yes, as you see, the server is running. Yeah, it's in configured, and everything is configured. So in this lab, you can see that ASA is outside the interface, is going through the switch, is allowing allowing only VLAN 25 and 25 VLANs configured at my home LAN. It's going through the internet, and the server of DMZ zone is going through the trunk to the back to the DMZ zone, and it is configured to real interface. And we can check this if I have real internet here. That's a little bit slow on a slower network. So I'm downloading some things. I'm sorry for that. Let's not save it's a simple ping. Yeah, as you see, the real internet is coming to the server, and which is good. Yeah, it's because in your own topologies you can use and everything to assign zones, and it just looks much better. Yeah, it's visually better looks. Yeah, let's say this I like this topologies, and I'm creating on a VCOs. It's if serious topology is coming, I'm doing that. It will be presented that all of these things what I'm showing here. It's in the next videos. I will show you how I'm doing this and how I'm creating the labs and interconnecting devices and a lot of other things. So topologies are right. Let's stop the devices, tuple nodes, and I will show you a couple of very scalable labs which are not created by me, but my Juniper friends from USA. And look at this. Yeah, it is running not on my machine. Yeah, it's because here is a news that an MX Juniper devices is in use. The XR routers is in use. Yeah, it's an CSR is used. Yeah, it's an SRX, as you see, is a firewall. So Juniper is used, and super scalable lab is used here, and tested a lot of things, and this is amazing. In a security labs I created, I shown before in this Natalie Tim's lab. Security, IP expert, for example. Yeah, it's IP expert. Yeah, it's a little bit messy looks. Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, it's a VSA is disconnected here. All right. Yeah, it's because I decided the VSA should be connected like an external machine. Yeah, it's a little bit messy, but if we will add the own topology, it will be look much better. As you see, my management interface is connected to the one of the switch, and if I need to connect to any ASA, ASDM, if I wish to do this, or VLC controller, then my network are running through this network, and you can get access to IPS, VLC, ASAs. Pretty good. These routers which have serial connections, of course, are IOL. Security lab, INE SP lab. Yeah, it is coming from this rack, just physical topology. I took from INE and recreated just for training, and then let's say for studies. Real projects, yeah, guys, yeah, really, I'm working for a real project, yeah, and that was pretty good, yeah, and that I have to make it. So these are two data centers was connected together, and the main link, of course, between this is site 1, this is site 2, and the main traffic is running through the DC routers, but the request was what happens if this link breaks, and the task was to assign and create that the corporate user and the DMZ zone from site A can reach site B of the data center B, and the traffic are going through the site to site between two ASAs. If something happens, yeah, the IPSLA on an ASA is starting to work and triggering the routes to changing the routes, and all traffic is redirecting through the internet and then site-to-site VPN tunnel. That's a pretty good, pretty interesting. But I created a new analysis. You see, this is a very big help in your real life. What else? What else? DVPN, yeah, it's DVPN. It's pretty simple as well. It was a real test. Yeah, it's I have to test, and the real internet was connected to my home cloud. So I think that I didn't forget something, but in a later videos, as I told you, I will show you how to import and how to start this UNL VM machine. What you should do on your VM workstations or ESXi. As well, how to configure it step by step. Yeah, it's because many of you, as you don't know, yeah, it's because on a clickable devices, yeah, to get working with rec files, yeah, it's because couple of devices are using here the VNC. Yeah, it's an VNC is especially installed with like a rec file is installed if you're clicking on device. It is, for example, it's ASA. It was that one. We can start ASA, for example. Yeah, let's start. As you see, if the node is stopped, yeah, you can square the black small square. If we start node, and you will see the triangle, it will change it to triangle. And if you're going to click on the ASA, you can see that I will open not a telnet session, but it is opening the VNC. This is an Ultra VNC viewer. It is freeware, and you can download it and install on your machines. So as you see, and the first console is coming. It's and just all what you need is just configure it for ASDM access. If you like, you can do this SSH access, for example, for better use. But version, and it is a virtual ASA, my favorite, and on this this point, yeah, it's ASA 232.200. Yeah, it's pretty good. So thank you very much for viewing. I hope that it was informative for you, and wait for next videos. Bye.